I agree with you on that.
Yeah, they're kind of in the They tell us about them now. Like they were there, guys. Trust us.
Yeah, they did all the dirty work that you guys didn't want to do.
That you didn't want to know about. That you couldn't handle in your lily white world. That's what the Bad Batch was taking care of.
Yeah.
So I'd rather you said thank you and we're on your way.
Exactly.
So that's my Jack Nicholson, everybody. Thank you. But yeah.
Very good. Very convincing. This is Geek Off The Street, your go-to channel for all things from obscure geekdom to modern-day pop culture and everything else in between. What's up, everybody?
It's that time again.
Yes,
Once again.
Yeah, we're here again this week.
Right, to bring you another exciting episode of Geek Off The Street.
The greatest podcast of all time, known to man, known to woman, known to all people around the world.
And whatever you...
Yes. Yeah. Known to everybody every person on this planet.
Everywhere.
Yeah, because we are the greatest podcast of all time. Yeah, we talk about geek culture, pop culture, and whatever else comes to mind.
Amen, brother.
That rhymed.
Amen.
Greatest podcast of all time, whatever comes to mind. Kind of rhyme.
Oh, yeah, that does.
All
and
right.
you drop rhyme in there, too.
Yeah.
Mind, time, rhyme. This guy.
Keep
Keep an eye on him. Keep an eye on him.
This week, a great, special, awesome episode. Whatever other adjective I can come up with.
Yeah, name them all, man. Yeah, we're talking about the recently concluded Disney Plus series, Bad Batch.
Yeah, Bad Batch. Season 2.
Season 2.
Yes.
Número 2.
Yeah. We get basically that. If you guys aren't familiar with Bad Batch, yeah, you should be.
Yeah, go do something with yourself. Go watch it.
Go
watch
figure it out. But we're gonna get into that because it just finished a couple of days ago, right? Or yesterday?
On Wednesday, yeah. So like
Wednesday,
maybe just 2-3 days ago.
Okay, so just
4 days ago.
Yeah. We're gonna get into all that.
We're gonna talk about it. A lot of people like it. A lot of people like Bad Batch. A lot of people like Star Wars.
Yes,
I've heard.
general. Yeah. I've heard. Yeah.
So you're wearing your Star Wars shirt?
Wearing my Star Wars shirt. The back says Cloud City. You probably can't see it.
Cloud City, that's
hard to turn around in this tight studio. But yeah.
And since I had no Star Wars shirt to wear, and I felt like you were showing me up with the cool jersey you were wearing in the last episode, I was
gonna ask you.
It's a good
Double pump jersey. I was gonna ask you because you happen to put on like a almost pretty much orange, kind of yellow, more yellow.
Like I said,
orange hockey jersey. So I was like,
this guy's trying to show me up. He said, "Not on my watch, buddy. You're not gonna show me up."
Not on my show. Not in the studio. Yeah.
Yes, but let's get into
our favorite segment.
Yes, our new favorite segment, the beverage of choice.
Yeah.
Beverage of choice that we kind of borrowed. Not no stealing.
Yeah.
Borrowed that from the Code Locker.
Oh yeah.
Thank you guys. We saw what you're doing there, and we stole it.
I just like alcohol, so either way it would happen.
Yeah, he ain't lying. Yeah, he does. So
yes, this week we are drinking. What do we got here?
Oh, check this out. It's called Viking Blood.
Viking
Blood is BLOD. Dansk. Okay, it's got a lot of Nordic. Okay, but it's Nordic honey wine with hibiscus and hops added.
Okay.
So it's gonna have a little bit of a hoppy-ness to it.
Got a lot going on in there.
Yep, and you know what? I was gonna take the plastic wrapper off of it.
Probably should have opened it before we started recording.
That's very true. But I saw the tab on it, so I thought, it's gonna be an easy fix. It's gonna come right off.
I thought the same thing too, but
Joke's on
it's
me.
not that hard.
But
all of you listening, we're having trouble opening this bottle of Viking Blood.
Right, and it's only slightly embarrassing. But don't worry. At Geek Off The Street, we have come prepared. I bought a blade opener. Oh, it's going to be so worth the wait. I'm going to set that right there.
Off-camera
this comes right off. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
comes right
satisfying.
off. It's taking...
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
You definitely pick up on the hoppiness in that. So let's take a pour.
Yes.
We're taking a pour. Everybody that's listening.
Everything we're pouring. I thought it was gonna be red for some reason.
that would have been really cool if it had been like super red. That would have been cool.
Oh, it's not red. Oh, it's kind of this amber color though.
Yes, it definitely looks more like
it's like
beer
mead or something.
I don't know if I meant to pour quite that much, but it's all good.
Yeah.
Gonna set her down.
Yeah, keep that in the closest in because this isn't gonna be the only one I imagine.
Yeah. That's true. Trent, you got a disease. I'm gonna set it right over there. So let's
it's not a disease if you're good at it.
Amen, brother. Let's take our sip
cheers.
of Viking blood.
Viking blood.
Salud. Very sweet.
Whoa, it's really sweet. Yeah. So I've had mead before. I didn't like it that much. The one that I tried, and this tastes like better mead to me.
Yeah. I'm liking the. They're talking about like there's hibiscus in it.
Yeah.
I think that.
Taste the honey for sure.
Yeah.
It's sweet, but it's not overpowering because like the tail end flavor.
Yeah.
Cuts the honey a little bit out.
Right.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, you can tell. It's not sugary sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good way to put it. Like if it's not like you're drinking Kool-Aid or something.
Yeah,
like that.
artificial.
Not,
sweet.
Yeah, artificial.
This, I kind of like this. All right, good choice, Mark. You're 3 for 3, man.
Every once in a while. Yeah, even with the hops is really balanced out. It's not very hoppy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even known there were hops in it necessarily if they didn't say anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wow.
So that probably balances out the.
So what made you get this one?
Might be in there. Viking, the title.
I love it.
The title sounds cool. The bottle looks cool. The bottle is black.
Yeah.
And it's just got it just says Viking blood written across it.
And you're like,
19% alcohol.
that.
Right? It sounds cool. But then when you read it too, like I said, Nordic honey wine with hibiscus and hops added. So this is like some Viking. We're Vikings, I think is what.
Oh, dude, I feel like I'm turning into a god right now.
Right
like
now.
It's probably like the god of like cut grass, but it's a god though. Yeah.
And I am the god of sleeping past the alarm. So pray to me.
I dig it. All right, cool. Well, we're not only here to talk about alcohol that we're drinking.
Not all this time.
We're here to do some more stuff. So are we doing all right this week?
Yeah. Good week. What'd I do this week? I worked all week, but it was a good work week. No complaints. I had a chance to hang out with some of my friends and coworkers from work. Mm-hmm. We saw from a bar, we saw the Dodgers opening game, which they won.
Nice.
And the Angels were playing as well.
Yeah, Angels
didn't
won.
even care. Did they win?
Day too, yeah.
Oh, did they? Yay. All right. I mean, yay. Yay.
Me and Mark, if you guys haven't heard our past shows, literally have the opposing California team. We're fans of the opposing teams.
I'm not even going to get into it right now.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any kind of. I'm not going to get into it.
I can, but
but
I won't. Nice.
So that was about it as far as fun and exciting things.
Yeah.
That I can think of.
I did nothing. I worked at the new building, which it wasn't as bad because I'm working with a different team than I worked with before, and these guys actually know what they're doing. So
that makes a difference.
Just got to really supervise, which is my job. Mm-hmm. But I jump in and help when I have to, get in the truck and stuff. But what I'm not gonna like is having another supervisor with me. So
like a co or someone you got to train.
Somebody because it's supposed to be a 2-man job technically, but I'd rather do the whole thing myself than have to be with somebody else all day. Yeah. So I might just make a deal. Like, if you want to keep me here, I'll stay here. Just don't give me anybody else.
Right.
Yeah.
And this other person, you're training them, or it's just a co.
I had to train them, and they'd be like another supervisor basically to handle like half of the workload.
Oh, I see.
Because there's a lot of work. But
okay, and you would rather do the whole thing and just do it by yourself
than have to be with somebody else all day. So yeah.
So it's because you're antisocial, or
a little bit.
Okay.
No,
I appreciate your honesty.
When it comes to like work, I like being by myself. I like being on my own to do my own thing.
Yeah,
I don't want to have to like. And then on top of that, we have to submit the reports, and so like our names are on both of them. Like maybe I have trust issues, but like I can feel good about submitting something that I did myself.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, versus putting my name on somebody else's work,
Yeah, that's a terrible
And then like
idea.
I have no control over the quality of person that gets hired. So the last 2 or 3 have been just
winners.
Not winners.
Not winners.
The opposite of what you just said.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, so otherwise though, work's work.
Yeah.
Hope I can be there for long anyway.
Anything else?
No.
Let me do this really quick.
Yes.
Do you want to tell the people that are watching and the ones that are listening, what is this globe sitting in the middle of the table?
I would like to explain what that is. So this is a honorary Life Day ball.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah. If you guys, those of you guys who don't know, Life Day is the focus of the famously infamous
1979 I want to say
Star Wars special.
Star Wars Christmas special.
Star Wars special.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good.
If you guys do yourself a favor and check that thing out, because it is funky. But this is a Life Day ball, and it has something to do with the day and
their celebration.
The Wookiees hold them, and they happen to be selling them at Disneyland, because Disneyland celebrated it last year. So
that's cool.
So they had them.
Man, we got to find the official date for that.
Yeah, for the actual Life Day.
But
I'm sure people out there know.
The last time I saw that holiday special, it was a while ago, probably well over like 10, 15 years ago, and it was on YouTube in segments. So I don't know if it's still up there. They even slip in like some commercials like from that time. It's gold. It's gold. They've got Mark Hamill's in it. Harrison Ford is in it. Carrie Fisher is in it.
Boba Fett makes his first appearance.
In the holiday special. I think Mark Hamill was the only one. I think he was just young and excited. Like he was.
I'm gonna do anything.
He was doing it, right?
Yeah.
Harrison Ford was like, sons of, here are my lines. Like he was like he was not happy to be there, I think. But I think Harrison Ford is just that guy in general. God bless him.
He's a grumpy dude.
But go watch that, man. That's gold.
It's horrible.
Right. And we obviously have it here in honor of Bad Batch.
Yeah, Bad Batch that we're doing today. Yeah, which we can get into here in a second. After we do shout outs. Any shout outs you want to do?
I do want to do one very big, one very serious shout out. I think I might have mentioned it on the last episode. Chris, that's been on the show before.
Yeah.
His dog Maddie was sick. Did I mention that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we took her to the vet like in the middle of the night because she was acting, very peculiar.
Yeah.
So, we took her. We thought it was her diet. We changed up her diet, made it more natural, rice, chicken, that kind of thing. And she's still not doing any better. So we have a GoFundMe page that's been set up for her. We'll have a link in the show notes, obviously. I'll probably post it myself. If you can spread it, share it. If anybody wants to contribute anything, we would appreciate it. Maddie she's a great, beautiful, friendly dog. Loves everybody kind of thing. And she's a pit bull, all that stuff people say about pit bulls being, bad or bad around kids and blah, blah, blah. Not true at all. A dog is a dog. And it just depends on how they're brought up and how they're raised and how they're loved, man. So don't listen to any of that nonsense.
Yeah. My cousin Brooke had like the nicest dog I had ever met, and she was a pit bull. I also saw her eat a chicken whole. Eat and chew and break apart a chicken whole, but also never barked. The nicest dog ever. So friendly. So yeah, she's a good dog. So so if anybody can contribute any sort of way, contribute funding, share it with people. We'd appreciate it. So we'll make sure to share it on our page. If you guys can share, that'd be great. And give if you can.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So shout outs.
Yes. I want to go shout out to SoCal Muscle. He is his name was Jose. He's one of the was one of the drivers for the company. I don't know if he's still there or not. I haven't seen him in a long time. But
he's the one that was talking about opening his own gym.
Yeah,
nice.
He is. He's pretty close now. He's still trying to raise some more funds. But he's getting pretty close to opening his gym. So shout out to Jose, man.
Yeah, man. Dude, man. If you can, man, please. That would be so dope. Make your dream come true, man. That is awesome.
I will cancel my Planet Fitness and subscribe to your gym.
And I will. I will start working out again. It's been. I think the last time I was in a gym was, 15, 16 years ago.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
So that is my promise to you, Jose.
Yeah, Jose, if you get your thing open, man, let us know.
Right.
Let people know. We'll come. He posted a picture of his storage unit where he's just been putting in gym equipment.
Oh, nice.
Buying it up and storing it and getting ready for a gym. Yeah. So
that's exciting.
Pretty exciting. He has a GoFundMe up actually as well on his page. Cool. So check it out.
We'll put that in the links too. Awesome.
Yeah. And then that's basically it. Thanks everybody for checking out our stuff, man.
All the reels going out.
Yeah. All the reels going up, all the shorts going up. Thank you guys checking it out, sharing it. A lot of people are sharing it, talking, commenting. Means a lot. Appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun to see that go up into the world.
True that.
Yeah. I think we have a couple of followers, but always having trouble with loading. But
you got the Wi-Fi thing, yeah.
Yeah. I had to cancel the Wi-Fi because that's what goes slow. I think up here in the top floor. Panchito,
we're on the upper level.
Yeah, because we look down upon everybody else.
Right.
Panchito Lopez 2023. Thanks for the follow. Mark Solomon 60.
Okay.
And Sam Spelling is your name too, actually.
Oh, this guy.
And that's it. Thank you for following us. Appreciate it. And
all the other subscribers and everything. We still love you.
Yeah, everyone's been sticking with us this long, man.
Yeah, we're not like the cable company where we are all nice to the ones that
the new ones
and we treat the old ones like garbage.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, all of our garbage followers, we still love you.
Yeah. I just don't remember all of you equally. So
yes.
I don't pick and choose. Don't worry.
There's a list. Yeah, so it's all equal.
Yeah,
it's all equal.
Yeah,
let's get out of this.
Yeah. Let's move into Bad Batch.
Let's talk about it.
For those of you guys who don't know, Bad Batch. This is season 2. It's a series about some defective quote unquote clones that have their own special unit, their squad, Clone Troop 99, and they were very useful in the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Now this series takes place post Clone Wars, just after the fall of the Republic, when the Empire takes over, and these guys are like fugitives, and now they're kind of mercenaries, and they're trying to survive in this galaxy that's
far away.
Yeah, that's very volatile towards a kind, and that's the premise of the show. And they come up, they find a female clone named Omega.
Yeah,
and she's
still a child. She hasn't. I guess they haven't grown her.
Yeah. So she ends up joining their crew, and then that's we're still kind of figuring out who she is and why she's special.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great show, I think, in a lot of ways, and that's the premise of it. If you guys haven't seen it, if you guys seen anything from the Clone Wars or anything, it's pretty. You'll get it.
Right. It's along those lines, and I like the concept of Bad Batch. Yeah. Right. So it makes sense that every clone that they make is going to be perfect. It seems like a lot of them were clearly. Yeah. And it makes sense that maybe some might have a couple of, quote unquote defects. Yeah. Which really makes me think that there might have been some that were just unsalvageable, so to speak. Yeah. But the ones that are in the Bad Batch are basically ones that are salvageable. Yeah. Like one of them has his senses are a little more heightened. Yeah. One of them is bigger and stronger. Yeah, right. One of them is more tech savvy. Smart, yeah. One of them sharpshooter. And another one that they have is just he was hurt. And he was a clone that was hurt, but they patched him back together, a la Darth Vader style.
He has like that droid thing that you can hack into things.
Yeah, which is cool.
That's useful.
So the concept behind it is really great. Yeah, I think the show got some pretty positive reviews and likes and everything when it came out. Everybody seemed to enjoy it. Yeah. Is a good concept. It really reminded me, because we did a show on it, and it really reminded me a lot of the first season or 2 of The Mandalorian. Okay, where it was, it was just some adventures of these guys trying to survive, basically. You're going along with that ride, with them, right? Trying to survive, trying to get parts, trying to get money, trying to fix their ship.
Also on the run, because they have defected, basically.
Yes, they did not follow Order 66. Yeah, or not quite. So one of them still did. Yeah. So there's that interesting dynamic that they were this tight unit, but one of them was sticking with that programming of we follow orders. Yeah. And the rest of them are not. A good soldier
always follows orders. He sounds something like that.
That's exactly what he sounds like, guys. Exactly. Yeah. So season 2 kind of picks up from that point. So what did you like about
what did I like? So far? Well, one, this is created by the main man, Dave Filoni. Yeah. Who has typically been the one who's been putting out the hits of Star Wars, especially in the animated world,
Yeah. He knows his lane, man, and he's running with it.
Yeah. He knows, and he cares about Star Wars, and he cares about giving us some good content.
Clearly.
Because Clone Wars is great. Rebels was great, too.
Yeah, I think a lot of people like Rebels.
I'm more of a Clone Wars guy, but Rebels had a lot of good things about it, too.
But both those series are people like them.
Yeah, people like them. And then now he's doing this Bad Batch, and he has a hand in all the some of the live action stuff now too. Yeah. So so that's the big cool thing. But what I like about it, so one, I think I talked about this stuff before already, but like the era, like this is my favorite era, the immediate post fall of the Republic,
but pre New Hope kind of thing.
Yeah, pre New Hope is that's like my favorite era, because there's so much so much going on, right? There's so much going on. And then this show really got into that transition, right, of the Empire taking over and how the outliers, because it wasn't just like one big empire takes over and now we're all falling in line.
True.
Like there's other factions still. There's other like people that are like against the Empire. There's still Jedi on the run, which is like one of my favorite parts.
Yeah.
And then and they really get into that, and I love the stuff about like the what do we do with the clones now kind of thing, like the political side of it. Like these are clones.
That's really interesting.
We don't really want them anymore, but are they people? Are they not? You know, they were just soldiers, but they're still around. What's their role now?
Yeah.
Like, they're getting old. We don't want to keep them in the regular enlistments of the military. We want our own military now. And that was really interesting, like to follow those parts of the story. Of the world of Star Wars. It really added layers to.
The world. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. That was like that's probably one of my favorite parts was just the politics of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's interesting because I would have thought too, like they did such a good job in the Clone War. Like they did such a good job.
Yeah.
Why would you not, run with that for all it's worth? You know what I mean? Milk them until you've gotten everything out of them.
Yeah, yeah.
But there are factions within the Empire that doesn't want them. I don't know if they don't trust them, whatever the case may be. And they're trying to phase them out.
Right.
Like they're making them take early retirements. Essentially.
Yeah.
And they don't like it.
Even that was hard to get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they don't want. They want to fight. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah,
they're loyal to the Empire.
Soldiers. Exactly. Loyal to the Empire. Which is kind of crazy that they don't want to be utilized. You know, why don't you want to utilize these people that are already here?
Seasoned professionals.
Yeah, they won the war.
Right.
Quote, unquote,
right.
You know what I mean? And they were the heroes of the Clone Wars. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
As far as the Empire is concerned, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, they did basically the unthinkable, right? They took down the Jedi, or were very instrumental in taking down the Jedi. So
so I mean,
it's weird.
Yeah, it was kind of a cool thing to see that fall from grace, kind of thing.
Yeah,
and to see that political side of it, like what's gonna happen to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was kind of an underlying issue through a lot of the series.
Big time. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah,
because they have a voice on the Senate. Not them personally, like they don't have any sort of representation.
Yeah.
But there are some races, and one senator in particular that is trying to stick up for him, and it's like how the Senate works. Like somebody has some thing that they are about, some senator, and that's what they argue about. That's what they fight for,
right,
kind of thing. So it's very realistic in that sense. So that was actually that is a very cool thing. I think some of the things that I liked about it were more I'm going to say more specific, but that sounds kind of like snooty saying it, but it was more like I liked the animation is my point, is that kind of thing. I liked and I think RJ mentioned it before too, like that cell shading style of animation. I thought they did a really good job with it. They always have, but in a couple of episodes, there was one, what was it called? Metamorphosis, I think, where it starts off where they show this ship in space and it's getting ready to, crash on a planet, and there's smoke coming off of it, or what seems like it's smoke. So it's like, why would there be smoke in space? There's, if there's no fire or whatever, you know what I mean? But it seemed like the way it looked, it was more like it was the atmosphere of the ship that was inside the ship was bleeding off of the ship. So it looked very cool. And the way they did it, it made sense. It's not like it's like like a ship that's on fire that's flying through, space.
Right.
So I liked seeing that. In the following episode, I can't remember the name of it right now. It might be my favorite episode of the entire series, is where they land on they go to that snow planet, and Crosshair
with Mayday
is working with Mayday, and Crosshair has been we've looked at him, he's essentially been like a traitor on this show. Essentially, he's betrayed the Bad Batch
to the protagonist.
Exactly from their point of view, right? So there are some spoilers here, guys, just to give you a heads up, just in case. But in this episode, the animation was great, and I loved how the snow looked in it. And that sounds silly, but when you look at this, like this 3D style of animation, the way that they animated the snow and the way it looked and the way it like kind of clung to their armor and all that kind of stuff, I thought that looked spot on. It looked fantastic.
A lot of good detail, yeah.
Yeah. And then the story I thought was great too. This guy that he's been low to the Empire and he's been getting kind of kicked around a little bit, not showing any sort of real respect.
Yeah.
He gets sent into a unit where this lieutenant treats him like he's garbage, essentially.
Yeah.
And he has a real change of heart in this episode once he's trying to work with Mayday, this guy that's like him, this guy that's salty and unhappy with what he's doing, but he's still a soldier and he still sticks to what he's doing. He hasn't walked away from it. He's still with it. So I think he kind of connected with him on that level. And then he saves his life later, and then things go wrong and he tries to save this guy. And right when he gets to the finish line, with Mayday, he doesn't make it. And he was right there, like another 5 minutes could have stabilized him, maybe even saved him. This guy that's already been through a whole bunch of crap, lost so many of his own, fellow troopers and brothers out there. And then for him to die like this, especially because of this jackass officer.
Right, yeah.
And people in the military, especially the enlisted, them and officers. Yeah. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's like the rumors are true, but we're going to let that go.
Yeah.
But and then the fact that what he does, he does such an extreme 180.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought it was I love that episode. That's probably my favorite episode.
Yeah, I was so satisfied when he shot him.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yes!
And then he calls him out like, I need you to turn around. Like, Lieutenant, turn around.
That was
and he shot him. Yeah, he killed him. And he, like I said, this guy has been so incredibly loyal. Yeah. Just like a fanatic.
Even when they left him to die on Camino.
Yeah.
And then he was still I'm here to serve.
Right.
You intentionally left him there. You
know
what I mean?
And he's finally had enough. Like I said, he was getting kicked around like from day one, ever since he came back to them.
Yeah, especially with his skill set too, man. With how skilled he is.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna utilize this guy.
Nothing. Still, you want to get rid of him too?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was my favorite episode so far. So
that's awesome. Yeah, that was pretty good. Let's see, what else did I like? I liked all the characters, man. The characters were pretty awesome. They're all different.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like similar to the first season, but I like their dynamics a lot between the four of them. I was actually I was kind of to the point where I was actually kind of sad that Tech died. Then, or if he died.
Yeah. It seemed like really. He did. Yeah,
and it seemed like he died. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you would survive that. In all honesty, I don't know how they're gonna pull that off, saying he did survive. But if he doesn't, and not that I hope he doesn't. But if he doesn't, I am glad to see that they are moving the story forward and there are consequences.
Yeah, killing off a main character. He's one of the main characters.
Right. And everybody, I mean, all the characters are likable for their own reasons, but he is one of these very likable characters.
And him specifically, they focused on a lot of his development of being able to grow with Omega,
grow with Pirate. I can't think of her name.
Wanda Sykes probably.
Wanda Sykes.
But I really grow as a character and showing him really kind of become a little bit more human.
Right.
And then he dies. I was like, damn, that's pretty tough.
Yeah, he makes a sacrifice so the rest of the team can get through.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I mean, he was still a soldier. He's still, one of the team, and he realized that the team's not going to make it.
Yeah,
if they're busy trying to save me.
Yeah.
Then it's not going to work. So he makes that big sacrifice.
Yeah. So that was pretty. I was like, dang, and they went there. If it stays like that,
right.
It's kind of a bummer that he's gone. But
yeah, it's one of those things too. Whenever you don't see the body, you're like, oh boy.
I mean, he's still alive,
right. Yeah, they're gonna. Lord.
Right, but so that was pretty cool, man, and I don't know. It was a cool show. It was a fun show. I like that era of Star Wars. I like the clone stuff, man. Clones was all pretty cool, for the most part.
Yeah, because they're kind of a forgotten element in a sense. As of late, they've got a lot more attention, but it's always been about the Jedi and all that kind of stuff.
And so they were important. They were vital to the war. And I don't know. Anything else you liked about it?
Let me see. Yeah, like I said, I like how they are moving the story forward. The series ended with a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
So it was kind of an interesting one. I don't know if it's anything that I'm like, oh,
yeah,
crap.
it didn't blow my mind. I was a little surprised. I was looking at the runtime. I was like, oh, there's only 4 minutes left. I was like, how are they gonna end this?
Where's this going?
I was like, is this the last episode? Yeah. And in the very last scene, I was like, I mean, do I care?
Yeah. Okay, I guess. Yeah. So it wasn't anything. It wasn't riveting, unfortunately. It wasn't anything like, oh, crap, the plot has thickened kind of thing.
The way they meant it to be, I think.
Exactly. Like, why do I care?
The only thing that tells us that Omega isn't the only female clone.
Yeah.
One, and then what's so special about them? You know what I mean? Like, there's something special about Omega for sure, but
I mean, I was thinking the whole reason why that they were after Omega because there was something special about her, but it seems like they just wanted to grab her just so they would have leverage against the scientist,
right? Yeah, because I feel like that'd be like a big waste though, to think that from the first season there's obviously something important about her. But
that's the way it seemed that there was something. There was something different about her. Yeah,
but they didn't really do much
season.
In the second season with that. Yeah,
exactly. That's very true. That's very true.
I hope something happens. Yeah. What else?
Any other good stuff? Like I said, I mean, it looks great.
Yeah.
Stories moving forward. I like that. I like that they're thinking about trying to retire. Kind of thing. So that'd be cool with me if they, they have that happy ending where they just go on some planet in the outer rim and just live their lives.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
I would be happy with that ending.
There's a part in Rebels, I think, where Ahsoka ends up contacting Rex, like when he's older. He's older, and him and two other clones kind of live on this like back planet, and they're in like a repurposed walker, that and they just like catch these worms that they eat and stuff, and they're living this life out there. Like, it's kind of old, retired military guys.
Right.
So it's kind of funny to see, that. So I wonder if that could be the case for the Bad Batch.
They found a good place where they can lay low and.
Just watch out for the tsunamis, though.
Yeah, watch out for that. Right.
Yeah.
So what about what did you not like?
So this was like just kind of a general overall thing from like talking about Clone Wars, Rebels, and this show Bad Batch. The show is essentially all filler to me. Like there are a lot of the episodes are kind of random. That don't really push the storyline. Like you really it's like it'd be like one episode here and there, and then the last 3 episodes are the important ones. Every other one's just like, oh, there's these people over here, we need to save them. We saved them. Or we didn't. It's like one of those two things, and then those people have nothing to do with the rest of the show. And that's how Clone Wars was like 8 seasons. And like each season was like 14 episodes, 18 episodes, and there's a lot of those kind of episodes where it's like I don't care that you guys are underwater for 2 episodes saving the water people.
Right.
What does that to do with the over? But what made Clone Wars great was that last season with the Fall of the Jedi, Ahsoka, Anakin, that dynamic, and Obi-Wan. That's what made the show amazing. But there's like so many filler episodes, and that like the filler episodes in Bad Batch remind me of that. Just without the Jedi, it's just like now it's just clones. Doing the filler episodes. So. Not that I need to see the Jedi and everything, but like it's just kind of gets boring to me. So that's why it took me so long to finish. It took me years to finish Clone Wars.
Right.
Even though I had all the episodes were already out. Like, it took me years to finish it. Rebels was a little bit shorter, but the show was shorter too, though. But yeah, it feels like, I don't know. I'm not sure if that's the case. I'm trying to remember like if other shows are like that, where it's just like standalone filler episodes. But like I really noticed it watching them all back to back, I think. And so,
it seemed maybe saying it like that, it sounds like that might be, just part of Filoni's style a little bit. Like it almost reminds me of just like your average cartoon show. Like your random cartoon show where it's just a bunch of episodes. You can almost show them in any order. But it's just a bunch of episodes. And they normally, like for a cartoon, especially like in the 80s, 90s, they were just episodes. They didn't really go anywhere. So it sounds like, with this, they do move the story forward a little bit, but very slowly. That was gonna be my thing too.
I see.
That they do move the story forward, but it happens very slowly. It happens in between the filler episodes. Like there's a whole bunch of filler episodes, and maybe there's a little bit where they talk about, how they're trying to, retire, or they talk about, like they barely talked that much about Omega. There were some parts in some episodes, and then there's some parts with the senator trying to get them their rights or whatever. But for the most part, it was like, especially that Metamorphosis episode, for the most part, that was just, they were fighting some crazy space creature.
That's true.
That ate energy or something along those lines, that kind of thing. So, and again, even in the first season, a lot of the first season was, like I said, it was similar to The Mandalorian, where it was, how are we going to get money to fix the ship? Let's go and do this job. Let's go do this side quest, and we'll do that, and we'll come back. And
right.
So it's the same thing. It wasn't anything that got into the story, especially in that first season, that story of what Omega was about. And then this second one is like why they were chasing after Omega. We kind of find it out later, but it's just a few moments here and there. The whole episode, is kind of like you said, it's a lot of space, it's a lot of filler in between. So that's kind of the bad thing. If you're interested in watching just an adventure, just an episodic adventure kind of TV show, then it's perfect. It fits. I think everything that's out right now kind of as like far as it fits. The Mandalorian's like that. I guess Boba Fett might have been like that at some point or on some levels. That might have been, I don't know, a little better as far as getting to a point.
Mandalorian season 3 so far is exactly that. Man, I just watched the most recent one today, and I just, like, dude, I'm 5 episodes in, or 5 episodes in. Like, they're each like, what is this? What is this show? So but that's just, I don't know. Because it took me a long time to watch. Like, even the first Bad Batch season, I watched the first 3 or 4 episodes. And then I had to go back and rewatch all of them, like last week or 2 weeks ago, to get ready for this series, Right. So it took me a long time to watch that one too, because like once you get past the initial, they saved Omega, Camino got blown up, then it's like, oh, let's train Omega, oh, let's go do a mission here, let's go make some money here, and then it doesn't really add too much to the story other than showing them, showing their adventures kind of thing, So,
and that, I was going to say that maybe that's, and again, I kind of said it already, but maybe that's just how these shows have decided to work. Instead of being completely, laser focused on this one goal or this one objective that the show should be about or could be about, they've decided to kind of sneak in and out. Like they have an adventure here, they have an adventure there. They're relaxing over here. They're, doing something silly over there. Instead of just focusing on, here's the goal, here's the plot, let's stick to it. So I think that's probably my biggest beef with it for the most part. Like I said, the artwork looks great to me. The characters are all, they're likable enough. They're starting to become a little bit one-dimensional for me. Like Tank is kind of, I love eating. We know, Tank. Let's do something else. You don't have to keep harping on that aspect of him. Let's show a little bit more to him.
Wrecker.
Who did I say? Tank. Whatever.
Tank,
the big one. The big one.
The Tank of the group.
That's Thank you.
I got you, man.
So, that's about it though, as far as like real beefs with it. Like I said, it's not overly exciting, unfortunately. It's not like it's like, oh crap, the next episode's coming out, let me hurry up and get home. Kind of thing. It's
Same
not like
thing,
that.
Because like kind of just felt like Clone Wars without the Jedi. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's even, unfortunately, that's a little more boring than than just filler episodes of Clone Wars. So
it kind of seems like that is a bit of what's going on with Disney and their streaming service right now. Though. It's not even that it's the Bad Batch's fault, because the funny thing is the Bad Batch is probably better of the streaming stuff that Disney's putting out between Star Wars and Marvel.
Yeah, Bad Batch is probably better than every Marvel Disney Plus series.
Fudge, that is terrible to say.
Yeah, I would say. I think I enjoyed it more than any of those shows.
Yeah.
That.
So I don't know, man. What does that mean when you're? Well, I don't want to be unfair to them, but what does that mean when you're the I know you will.
Yeah.
What does that mean when you're the best of the worst? Like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, if their goal is to put out as much shit as possible, to make as much money as possible and to get as many things in front of as many people as possible without taking the time to, up the quality or take care of this and that.
Yeah.
Then you won that. You won that category.
Yeah.
Like, good job. Like, here's your award.
I am curious about how much money they're making because I feel like a lot of people are dissatisfied with what they're getting right now. But they're putting the numbers out there.
They're putting the quantity for sure. Yeah, it's heavy. So, but I mean, I think though, I just saw this. It might have been an article. I'm not sure if it's like it's rumored. Yeah. But Kathleen Kennedy might be stepping down from Star Wars, and Filoni might be taking over.
And stepping down is like, hey, chick, we're about to fire you.
Get out of
so
here.
you
ruin the sequel trilogy.
Yeah,
get out.
Yeah, and leave with some dignity.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So that's the rumor. I just saw that article today, and it might be getting announced on Star Wars Day or whatever that is this month.
Oh, May 4th or something maybe, or
April 17th. There's some kind of Star Wars event or something like that.
Okay.
And I guess Dave Filoni he posted something about passing the torch or something like that, and on his Twitter or something. So people are like, "Oh, he's taking over for Kathleen Kennedy." So maybe, yeah. So you put the right people into those positions, that can deliver quality and the quantity that you're looking for. Because like Dave Filoni, he was putting in quality in there, among a lot of filler. You know what I mean? But like that's
right. It was still there. I mean, like we were saying, everybody loves this. Everybody loves everything he's put out.
Yeah. It's not been. I don't think there's been a quite a miss from his catalog. And then I think a big testing ground will be his Ahsoka series. Because he's running that whole thing. He's
right. That's gonna be the live action.
Yeah, he's the showrunner. He's the creator, the writer. He's doing all of it.
Rosario Dawson.
With Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, that'll be interesting because I'm sure he's done some sort of live action stuff, but this will be the first Disney thing that he's done this live action, right? So this will be a bit of a test.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if Disney's quite ever gonna be. Let's step back and do some quality. But I know Kevin Feige was talking about like taking some time on the next few projects. I guess.
Right. Yeah, I've heard that too.
Some of the Disney Pluses, like, oh yeah, okay, we screwed up. Maybe. Now he didn't say that. I'll never say that.
Right.
But like he was saying that we're taking some time. We're gonna delay some of these things to put some more time into writing them and putting them together. So I don't know. Maybe they're actually seeing the air. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. And I think a lot of the Marvel series are kind of they're being put on hold if they're not being dropped altogether. Yeah. Because they had a lot of stuff slated to come out. But now, like you said, now they're taking a step back. So maybe we're going to see some of it. Maybe we're not.
Yeah. The only thing confirmed, I think, is Loki season 2. Yeah. That's the only thing confirmed. I think that ties in heavily to the multiverse stuff. Yeah. But everything else hasn't been, or Daredevil.
I was going to say, they got to release Daredevil, I'm sure.
Season 2s, I don't think, have been announced at all for anything else. So, maybe they are. I don't know.
Yeah, we will. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll have to cover it because that's our our job. Yeah,
we'll have to cover it.
Yeah. Anything else we didn't like about it?
No, I think I pretty much nailed it. Like I said, I nailed it. I nailed it.
I
did it again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was it. I mean, it's the series is still good amongst a lot of the not so good stuff. Definitely,
especially with Star Wars. Yeah, Star Wars is such a hit or miss.
Which sucks because it's Star Wars, right?
Yeah,
it's Star Wars. Star Wars is like one of the biggest pieces of Americana. It's not even like a Hollywood movie film. It's part of America. That thing is so entrenched with the country. And then like to take something like that and to screw it up, like we're not talking about Bad Batch anymore, obviously. But for them to screw it up to this
like
level
so many times.
It's like how do you do that? It was a ball on a tee. And all you had to do was go out there and whack it and hit it. And you turn around, you hit the umpire instead. It's like, what are you doing? This should have been a no-brainer. Should have been easy as hell. But I don't know what they're doing.
It's very clear with the trilogy that the sequel trilogy that they just were really trying to pump.
They were trying way too hard.
Studio thing out, very, very Hollywood studio Star Wars. Like we have the money, we have the budget, we can do whatever we want. Let's make it all flash. And This piece
and
of
then
shit.
and then it was like going back to almost like to Taika Waititi and this whole I'll screw with your mythos, or he didn't say that, but I'll screw with your legends, your whatever. Kind of on that same level. It's like let's take Luke and make him an asshole. Let's let's turn Han into a deadbeat father. Like, come on, man.
They're better. They're better. There were a million other ways to go.
A million.
And they're just like, we'll do our thing.
Yeah, exactly. And let's flip it around. They think these guys are great. Let's turn them into pieces of shit.
Right, yeah. And to take something like that the amount of like excitement for that, like we're getting a sequel trilogy to the original.
We want to see where our people are. Yeah.
Yeah, and like you guys are getting it. We're finally seeing how this all wraps up. And it's just a piece of shit on a paper plate. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
With a knife and a fork.
Yeah. And
give me money, and then you eat it.
And you eat it. Yeah. 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 So I don't like, and to continue to screw things up too.
Right.
Yeah.
I think maybe the good thing is, they're realizing that, but how much they are going to change, I don't know. I feel like their egos are so wrapped up in this stuff. Yeah. It's like, we can't admit that we screwed up. We can't admit we were wrong.
Can't admit that Boba Fett was trash. Obi-Wan Kenobi was trash.
Yeah.
You can't admit that these were bad. That these were missed opportunities.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And I
mean, Obi-Wan Kenobi should have been.
That should have been a home run.
Yeah,
man.
It probably should have been a movie, just done well. But yeah, the series was not as good as it could have, should have been. Yeah. By a long shot, unfortunately. Everybody loves Obi-Wan Kenobi. That should have been
a home run, man.
Yeah, right. Without even trying.
Yeah.
Without even trying. And you got Ewan McGregor to come back for it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Ewan McGregor to come back. And for this is what this man, I don't want to get amped up, man. I don't want to get amped up again.
I know.
I know. So I don't know what's going on over there, man.
Yeah.
But
we'll keep our eye on Star Wars, I suppose. I know on Rotten Tomatoes it got an 87% Bad Batch 2.
Okay.
So that's a pretty good number.
It's not bad.
Yeah. I might give it about the same, maybe an 83.
Okay.
Maybe an 80.
Maybe an 80.
Maybe an 81.
Okay. I don't see myself rushing back to it.
Yeah.
This is more of like a, not that I did this, but like this is kind of a watch in the background show for me. Like I can just kind of play it if I want to. Even that, I would play Clone Wars before I played this. But like, I mean, I don't know, maybe, but it's still good though. It is good in a lot of ways. I wasn't like excited. I wasn't like,
yeah. I mean, is it good, or is it good amongst good-ish piles of stuff? You know?
Yeah.
That's the question. It's hard to.
So I'm probably gonna give it a 70. 75, 70, 70.
He said 70, 70?
70, yeah.
So I'll give it a 70, 70.
Yeah, maybe a 75-ish, 73, 75. It's good, it's decent, it's fun, but I don't know that I'll watch it again. Yeah, I don't feel like there wasn't much to take away from it,
And then, I mean, unfortunately, too, I guess it doesn't really, I mean, how much does it really contribute to the overall, like, Star Wars story?
Right.
There's the air quotes. I'm bringing it back, kids.
Yeah, like, I mean, there are a couple. I mean, there's obviously a couple cameos. There's
Rex.
Tarkin, Rex. There's what's his name? What was the guy's name that was in Rogue One?
Jim.
No. The main bad guy in Rogue One, the one in the white coat, the white suit. Don't choke on your aspirations. That guy.
Him.
He's in that room. Yeah, he had a line. I think it was the same actor. Actually,
yeah, like cameos don't. Yeah, that's not gonna.
Yeah, there are some cameos, but nothing like there's no there wasn't someone like Ezra in there, somebody big, within the show. So it didn't really push. Like, how do they tie into the universe as a whole? Yeah, because none of them. I don't think any of them are in Rebels. I don't think any of them are in.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. I know that Tech and Echo were in the Clone Wars at some point.
Really, Tech was?
I think it shows Echo getting hurt. I think I think it shows how he gets hurt.
Really,
in the Clone Wars.
Very cool.
Yeah, so he's in that. So like they're talked about here and there, but
nice.
But what the Bad Batch didn't really have a big push for the overall Star Wars. World, it seems like. So I agree with you on that.
Yeah, they're kind of in the They tell us about them now. Like they were there, guys. Trust us.
Yeah, they did all the dirty work that you guys didn't want to do.
That you didn't want to know about. That you couldn't handle in your lily white world. That's what the Bad Batch was taken care of.
Yeah.
So I'd rather you said thank you and we're on your way.
Exactly.
So that's my Jack Nicholson, everybody. Thank you. But yeah.
Very good. Very convincing. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Watch if you've been watching it. You know, continue to watch.
If you're a big Star Wars fan, check it out.
Check it out.
You'd enjoy it. I think you'd enjoy it if you're a typical Star Wars fan. Yeah. But yeah.
Potential's there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, by second season, I don't know how much they're gonna live up to it, I suppose. But we'll see. Yeah. I'm assuming there's gonna be a third.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Hasn't been greenlit, but I imagine it's going to.
Yeah. I guess they gotta wrap up. Like I said, this whole extra clone thing, I remember when we were talking about the Bad Batch, the first season, we were talking about there's never been a clone that was a Jedi or that had Force abilities. Yeah. And we were thinking, what if they do that with Omega? Yeah. Like maybe she's got some sort of Force. That would have been, I still say that would have been very interesting.
Yeah. But instead, there's another Omega.
Yeah.
That's the twist.
Right. And there's nothing special about her, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, she seems like she's
I don't even know if they know if she's a clone. I don't think they think she's a clone. I bet they don't. Because otherwise, I mean, they have a lot of animosity towards the clones.
Yeah.
So I figure she would have been tossed with the rest of them. I'm wondering how many people know she's actually a clone.
Yeah. I mean, she took off her glasses, says, "I'm your sister," in front of all the soldiers that were in there.
Did she? How many people were in there?
Like
I didn't.
Like guards. There's like 2 or 3 guards that were behind her.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how. Maybe she was whispering it in her ear. Secretive.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, so that's
Bad Batch. We talked about
season 2.
Season 2. Check it out. See if you guys like it. Let us know what you think, and we will discuss it with you guys.
There we go. Probably. And go check out some Viking Blood.
Yeah, the Viking Blood is. I'm digging this.
Yeah, it's not too shabby.
Yeah, I'm digging this a lot.
It's not too shabby. Yeah. Give it a good swirl in the mouth when you take a sip.
The different flavors in there are there's a lot of flavors in there, which is cool. Yeah.
It's good.
Nice.
It's good. It's very very low key. It's not too strong.
Yeah.
It's not too sweet, but there's sweetness to it.
Yeah, it's good balance for sure. I like it. Okay, let's get into our last segment then.
Yes.
What do we do this week, Mark?
Let me tell you what I'm into this week.
Yeah.
There was something that I saw a long time ago. Mm-hmm. I think I even saw it before a long time ago. I saw it a long, long time ago. Not in a galaxy far away. We moved on, kids. We moved on.
Yeah.
I remember seeing this. It was like up on the wall, like playing at a comic book store. Mm-hmm. And I thought, what the F is this? And I don't know if it was it actually, because it was a long time ago. But my point is there's something on Netflix called High and Low.
Okay.
And it's basically, I say this with all due respect, but it's so cheesy. It's so like dumb. But it's based on a manga. It's live action. And it is like a 12-year-old just fantasy. Like it's a 12-year-old, jack off testosterone fantasy of just fighting and beating people up and being stronger than everybody else. They're normal people, in these extreme gang situations. And they have guys that are the leader of the gang. They're the leader of the gang, so therefore they are more powerful than the other lower members. Okay. Like they're running around like Superman punching other people and just jumping up and hitting them and like and they're down. It's a Japanese series. Let me say that. It's, like I said, it's based on a manga. It's a Japanese series. And it's I don't know if it's called Low and High, but I think it's called High and Low. And there's a bunch of different variations of it. They've put out, I want to say like I think there's like maybe 2 movies that they call movies anyway, but I think there's probably about 8 of them that are out there. Okay. And it's just a whole bunch of very pretty boys that seem like they're very tough and they're in a gang and street life and they're beating people up and it's I don't know what they're fighting about. But man, it's so good. I love watching it. I love watching it. It's on Netflix.
High and Low.
High and Low. Check that out. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
And I was like, High and Low, that seems like a dumb title, but I think it basically means like heaven and hell.
I see.
So maybe the translation isn't quite as good as it should be.
Yeah.
But that's like my new favorite thing. And it popped up on my reel because I was watching it once before. Yeah, High and Low. Okay. And then there's another comic, I guess, called The Worst. And they combined them. So they combined all the stupid gangster, like teenage gangster mangas and merged them together. And they're all beating each other up.
Yeah.
And man, it's my favorite thing.
Nice.
It's my favorite thing. Yeah, but High and Low is what it's called. It's on Netflix. Mm-hmm. I think it started in 2016. Last film came out last year.
Okay.
Check it out, though. That's my new jam right now.
Sure.
My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
The last season wrapped up. We probably should do a show on that. The last season, I mean, but that's a lot of watching to do.
I'm super behind. Yeah.
Yeah, but this last season is pretty hot. It's getting intense.
Really?
Yeah, because everything's gone to shit, basically. It's not so much that the bad guys have taken over. It's not they have taken over.
Yeah.
But they've destroyed a lot, and Japan is like almost in ruins.
Whoa, really?
Kind of thing. Yeah.
It's intense.
Yeah, it's like this dystopian martial law.
Oh, really?
Kind of shit has gone.
Bad.
Yeah, it's gotten that bad.
Okay.
It's gotten that bad.
Yeah.
And Deku, he's able to communicate more with the other ones.
Oh, yeah.
And his power level, like the powers and abilities he has, are off. They're all over the place. He's got a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
But he's taking, like, the weight of it is good because the weight of what he has to do is really sitting on his shoulders. Mm-hmm. He realizes that the whole country has really gone to shit. Faith in heroes has gone to shit. Heroes have left. Heroes are like, they don't like us anymore. The people are turning on us. This isn't what I signed up for. Mm-hmm. Like the heroes that you've seen in the show before, they have quit. They have resigned kind of thing, and they've walked away.
Yeah.
Some of them are still there. They're almost fighting like in an underground fashion kind of thing, like guerrilla warfare kind of thing. Okay. They don't know where the bad guys are. So they're really reacting to everything. So they're really at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Spoilers for My Hero Academia, everybody. But and Deku knows that it's all on him. He is the quote unquote new All Might. He knows that. And he's got so much stress that he's dealing with, and he's just powering through it. And it gets to a point where his friends from his class are like, you know, everyone's like, dude, let us help. We can help. And he's like, you can't help. You don't know what's going on. You can't. Man, it's so good right now.
All right.
Because I really like I stopped watching for like last like 2 or 3 seasons. And I was like, whatever. I didn't even really care. But this last season was like, damn.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's ended. The next season's going to be coming up pretty soon. Well, I don't know how soon, but yeah.
Soonish.
Yeah, soonish, we hope.
Nice.
But it was, solid though. Solid.
Very
My
cool.
Hero Academia. Yeah, very good.
I'll have to catch up. I just finished the Hero Killer.
Holy crap.
So I'm pretty far behind. Yeah.
I think that's where I might have saw like maybe a season or 2 after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And they got some movies that are out. One of the movies was actually pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, and they've introduced some heroes from other countries. That's how bad Japan is right now.
Really?
Japan's like we're calling other countries for help, and they had America's #1 hero showed up.
Oh, really?
So I'm so looking forward to seeing her. It's a chick, and she looks a lot, not 100%, but she looks a lot like All Might.
Okay.
And clearly, you know, All Might's got a big American reference or influence, obviously. But she looks like an American version, you know, of All Might. So, man, I'm so looking forward to seeing what she can do. And she's like, All Might needs me. I'm there. I'm coming down. So, yeah, it's good right now. It's good.
Nice. Very cool. Cool.
Talk to me, Goose. What have you seen?
I am...
Or what are you into?
April 5th. The premiere of Dave Season 3.
Oh, right on.
Starts up. Yeah, so I'm rewatching the episodes to catch up for that.
I should probably start watching
season 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I'm watching season 1 again now. I'm trying to catch up so I can watch it again. Season 3 coming out.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's one of the funniest shows, man. It's so funny.
Yeah, he's more popular in this, right? Like I don't know if he's made it, but he's kind of made it.
Yeah, he's kind of made a bigger presence. Yeah, he's really released an album at this point.
Yeah.
Like a big.
Yeah, I saw some of the trailers. It looks like he's
on tour now. Yeah. Yeah, so
he's got the fans and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm excited, man. Season 2 was so good, man. So I'm excited for the third one.
Right on.
Still watching episodes of The League here and there, and I think that's basically it. I haven't really been watching much. I don't have time to just sit in my truck and watch videos anymore because I actually have to work. So
Bastards.
Yeah, stupid job.
Amen. Stupid
work ruins
jobs.
everything, right? Yeah. Other than that, that's
Listen
basically
for the money.
Yeah. The Suzume comes out. The Makoto Shinkai movie. The guy who did Your Name. That comes out on the 13th, I think. So
of April.
Yeah. So I'm getting tickets for that for sure.
It's coming out in the theater.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna release in theaters. Yeah. So I'm gonna watch that.
Do we have that slated to talk about? If we not, we should.
I didn't put it in there, but
all right, let's put it in there. Let's put it in there.
And that's coincidentally that week we don't have anything planned, so
hey,
it works out. Look at that. Solving problems, figure it out.
Bam.
You guys, we're just doing some we're doing like off-screen work right now.
Right. Yeah, this is how it works, guys. This is how it works.
This is how we get the most work done.
What are you doing? I don't know. What are you doing? What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? You want to do this?
Basically, this is how it works. Yeah, we just haven't recorded this time.
This sounds like you're seeing behind the curtain.
Yeah, so that might be 2 weeks out then. We'll see.
Cool,
we'll see.
I'm down.
But yeah, that's basically it, huh?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Did we finish this?
That's it. Wait. Yes, we finished it. We did.
Thank you guys for checking us out. As always,
appreciate it.
We're having a lot of fun doing this. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun too.
It is.
Where
can they see us at?
Everywhere.
On Instagram, right? Yeah, we are.
We have Instagram Reels, we have YouTube Shorts, and full-length videos, podcasts. We're on TikTok. We're on Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. We're on everything.
Right?
Pocket Caster now. We're everywhere.
Come on.
There's like not a place where you can't find us.
Amen to that.
Yeah, if you Google us in Google, like every single thing, the whole page will be a search for us. So yeah.
How lucky is the world right now?
You guys are so lucky to just be able to find. We're so accessible, so accessible.
You can have a taste.
Yeah, and then
just open your mouth. I'm gonna put this right in your mouth. Now, okay, all right. Let's bring it back.
Seriously though, thank you guys for checking it out, sharing, liking, commenting, all that stuff means a lot. We're trying to respond to everything when we can.
Yes.
It means a lot. You guys are responding to the hard work we're putting in because it is hard work.
Yeah,
it is hard work.
But like you said, we love it.
Yes,
100%. That's 100% real.
98%.
Yeah, 100%, sir. 100%. You heard what I said.
There's those 2% of times where it fucking hurts, fucking sucks. But no, I'm just kidding. It's great. It's love it. It's awesome. We're keeping going.
And double down on the 2%, and you're like, I'm kidding.
So now you don't really know. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. You never know. Zipping and zopping.
I have not forgotten that. I'm hanging on to that one.
I was listening to that the other day. I was like, that's actually pretty funny. That's a pretty funny line.
Zipping and zopping.
But yeah, so join us next week. I believe next week we're talking about the Super Mario movie.
Yeah. That's coming out.
Yeah, Super Mario. Is that what's called? Super Mario the movie or Super Mario movie?
Super Mario
movie.
Yes. Super Mario guy.
It's got the Super Mario and Luigi. It's an animated movie based on your favorite characters.
And I think there's a lot of hype around it. A lot of people are expecting this to be like, I'm like the biggest movie, but this is going to be like one of the big billion-dollar movies,
maybe. Blockbuster, maybe?
Yeah, big blockbuster.
And just from seeing the trailers, I didn't think either way about it when I saw the first teaser or the announcements and just watch it. I was like, this could be fun.
Okay.
Could be fun. Could be like a fun Mario movie, you know?
Right. It looked like, if you're into acid, this might be the movie for you. Kind of thing. If you're into those kind of
extra boost.
Right.
But it's super colorful and it looks like the world of Mario and Chris Pratt, I imagine, is not going to do a bad job.
Yeah.
So, but
I don't necessarily. He's not my first choice to play Mario's voice.
Not at all. Yeah. But hey, I don't know.
But he is a star, and that's.
But I also don't want to hear "hoo-hoo" the whole time.
Not the whole time.
For an hour and a half. So I think it was right to put a regular voice in there.
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah, not a high pitched Italian man. It says 3 words. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. All right, we'll watch and we'll see.
Yeah,
I'm a bit of a purist, so I don't know.
And we're going to talk about it next week.
Yes, we are. Yes, opinions.
We are. Most likely we're going to disagree.
Probably. I hope so.
That's what makes it interesting. Yeah, so join us for that. If you want to keep following along with that, check out Super Mario next week or just watch
wait
the podcast.
For us, right?
Doesn't matter.
You need to watch it.
We'll give you the whole thing.
Yeah, everything you need to know, kids.
Comes from us, so yeah.
Just open your mouth. Dave, Trent, keep it clean.
Don't trust Hollywood. Trust us.
Yeah, that's real right there.
That's going on a shirt. Don't trust Hollywood. Trust us.
I like it. We were good. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, that's great.
Very good.
Shirt. Yeah.
Right. Don't steal it,
Don't
people.
steal it.
Come on.
Yeah.
All right, but that's it though. So happy Life Day.
Happy Life Day.
Hey.
Yeah.
Any sort of contributions to the GoFundMe page?
Yes.
Pages.
Yeah.
You know, but if you're gonna start with the
dog.
puppy.
Gotta save a dog.
And then the
SoCal Muscle Gym.
Then the gym. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do it both. Let's do them both.
Can't help. Yeah. But dogs are important.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah. That's gonna be it, huh?
That's it. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. We're going on here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Well, my name is Trent.
And I'm Mark.
And this has been
Geek Off The Street. Mr. and Mrs. Tucker, welcome back. Yay. I won't tell you about all the debauchery that Trent's been up to in your absence.
Don't watch my vlog and you won't know. I'm cleaning up the whole house tomorrow. The whole day.
Bleaching.
I'm doing all
everything.
I'm doing all the cleaning tomorrow. I'm doing all the yard work I'm doing. So I'm getting up tomorrow early.
Oh my, you're doing
everything all day. One fell swoop.
That's your classic 80s.